Welcome to my channel and welcome to the coloring in CocoWyo Goddesses. It's a pity that now it's quite a rare book. I really wish that CocoWyo find a way to reprint this one, because for me it's one of the best books they ever printed, and I definitely prefer it to their newest books. Of course, paper is far from good, but for now I already got used to it, and when I combine polychromos with other pencils, it's quite possible to color here, especially when art is beautiful. As the whole October I color witches, sorcerers, enchanters, and other magical persons, I decided that I can actually color a couple of pictures here in goddesses. For example, here we have Cerridwen, and sometimes she considered a goddess, sometimes she considers as a magician, sorcerer, enchantress, and she is from Celtic or Welsh mythology. She could be considered as a sorcerer because she owned this magical cauldron of wisdom, and that's exactly what we have on this picture, Cerridwen and her cauldron. Actually, I didn't know a lot of things about her apart from that she belongs to the Celtic or Welsh mythology. But now, when I started to read her full story for fun, well, what can I say? All stories in Celtic mythology are a little bit rude, a little bit crazy, and this story isn't an exception. So she had two children, beautiful daughter and ugly son. Cerridwen decided to compensate her son for his ugliness, and she decided to make him quite wise, and she needed potion for this wisdom. The bad thing was that this potion had to be brewed on fire during 1 year and 1 day. And of course, she didn't want to spend 1 year of her life constantly stirring this potion and keeping fire. So she had a young boy, servant, who had to do this unpleasant thing. And the potion was almost ready, and it was already very hot and brewing. Unfortunately, first drops of this potion fall on the hand of the boy. The crazy thing about this potion was that first 3 drops, they indeed gave wisdom, but the rest of the potion turned into poison, so you can consume only 3 drops. And when those 3 hot drops scalded the hand of the boy, of course he put his thumb and his hand into his mouth to lessen the pain, and he immediately became quite wise because of the potion. And he realized that Cerridwen won't be happy that potion instead of her son went to her servant, and he tried to run away. Of course, she realized what has happened. She tried to find him. It was a crazy catch. He turned into animals. She tried to catch them. In the end, of course, she succeeded. She tried to kill him. In the end, she ate him. But she realized that because of the potion, it's impossible for her to kill him. So she ate him and she gave birth to him after that. She still wanted to kill him, but after rebirth, he was so beautiful that she was unable to kill him. Instead, she put him into a leather bag and he threw him into ocean. But he was saved by the ship who was going near this area, and he turned into the most wise and most talented poet. Yeah, story is crazy, but I think that many stories from Celtic mythology, actually from many mythologies, have this slightly crazy vibe, but still very interesting to read. Here I intended to make a green dress, but then I realized that every time when I think about Celtic mythology, I want to do green dress. So this time maybe I needed something new. And for a long time I wanted to test color combo of polychromos red violet plus Derwent color soft Blackberry. Actually, blackberry is very similar to Prismacolor black grape, so you can use this one instead. But I try to use my Derwent color soft from time to time where it's possible, because I don't like when I have pencil sets which I don't use. So when it's possible, I still try to. I use especially those beautiful colors like loganberry, blackberry, which I have in color softs. Here pencils blended not so badly, especially with two layers. Of course, as usual, I had to press quite hard to be able to burnish paper nicely, but as usual I protected the rest of my book with cardstock, so I wasn't afraid that I would damage the next page, which I also intend to color, maybe in October, maybe in November. I hadn't decided yet which color I want to use for the magical potion, probably green. So for now I left several areas on her dress, areas folds on the fabric which are closest to the cauldron and to the fire, unfinished. There I later will add some reflections and highlights from the fire. Also in this part, apart from her dress, I colored stones. There I made a mistake to use Arctic pencils, which are definitely not the best choice for this paper. For some secondary elements like stones here, you can use them, but they feel so waxy that any complicated layering and blending is very difficult. I selected them because they have nice warm gray colors, yellowish gray and one deep brown. That's exactly what I wanted to have for the stones, because for the cauldron I intend to use cool gray colors. So for stones which are near the fire and near the cauldron, I needed different hue of gray. So definitely for the rest of this picture I don't intend to use Arctics, and it's a pity because in Arctics I have another interesting color combo of pencils, so I planned to use it for another goddess, for another dress, but definitely not on this paper, so I need to find paper with better book and there to try this Arctics color combo. But at least I can use my Derwent color softs, and that's already a good thing. I intend to use mostly my polychromos pencils, but some colors in color softs are unique, and I'm glad that I managed to use them here. I hope that I will try to do nice and magical looking potion. For now I think about different shades of green, and my biggest problem for now is the rest of her dress. I wanted to add some contrast color to this violet, to this red violet, but I'm not sure yet which secondary color I want to use. So I think that I will color cauldron and potion first, and then I will return to her dress. I think that she will be a redhead, or maybe I will do her with blonde head. That's another problem which I need to resolve. But still, I am happy that I did another start in this book. Usually here I don't color quite often because of the paper, but I love this picture so much that I definitely intend to proceed. And after Cerridwen, I want to do the next page where I also have a witch or sorcerer lady with crowns. So also quite interesting page. Maybe if I color this one quickly, I will manage to do the second page in October also.